Joining me now is another Nicole. Always seems very strange to me when someone has my name. It's not the most common name, but I'm very delighted and proud that she's such a nice person. So she's keeping up, literally, the good name. Nicole, lovely to see you again.
Lovely to have me. Thank you so much for having me.
I was just thinking back to the Marbella Film Festival last year, and I was popping outside, and I remember from the door calling over to you, Nicole!
Yes.
And I realized I didn't think I'd ever done that before.
Yeah.
So it's really nice.
Exactly.
You are the Marbella Film School.
Yes, I am.
And you were that when you were in Australia, and then you came here and you've done the same thing.
Yes.
And I know, because I know a lot of your students, that you bring a lot of joy to a lot of people.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that a lot. Yeah.
How long has it been going now?
I think the Marbella Film School, which is literally just down the road from here, which is
I saw that you're in the post office road,
which is really funny that we're all in the same area, which we didn't even know about.
Very convenient.
Well, I've been running the school for about 5 years now here in Marbella, and 11 years in Australia. I can't believe it's been that long. And mainly the students are from international schools, and also some universities, but all over the coast people come from Gibraltar all the way through to Coen and further. So it's quite, inspiring, and it's also nice that people want to come and be
very
creative.
Very rewarding.
Very rewarding.
What kind of things do you do at the film school?
Well, we basically, I think the main thing that we do is build confidence. I would say that first, because a lot of students will come and a lot of parents will come to the school and want to, have their son or daughter on Netflix, or, they see these success stories that we've had. But I think the main thing is that, it's really important for children and for teenagers to be creative, have a creative outlet, build confidence, and also, how to be in front of the camera. Being in front of the camera is a huge part of our culture now, media culture, social media culture, with jobs, so it's going to benefit them for their whole life. How they present is really important, I think, as well. So that's the main thing that we teach, is obviously screen acting techniques, confidence building. We do a lot of drama exercises, like improvisation skills as well, so that's a lot of fun for them. And every week they come and they get a new script. They get to work on, how to navigate themselves through, like, television series, audition scripts, feature films, how to prepare yourself for an audition. We sometimes bring in guest teachers and also actors that are successfully working in the industry. So, for example, we've got some students that are already on film. They're working on feature films, or they're working on Netflix, big shows, or they're directing, and we get them when they visit Marbella, because everybody loves visiting Marbella, to come in and do a Q&A, or just share their stories, with their success stories.
You mentioned before some of your students with their success stories.
Yeah.
You must have some great contacts to even then be able to get these people to be seen. So you obviously got a good reputation in the industry.
I like to think so, I don't know, I hope so. Over the years, when you teach for that long and you have a school for that long, I have students in Australia that I've taught since they were like 12, and now they have their own production companies, and they're now asking me for actors. So sometimes it even comes from the most unlikely people, or people even starting out super late and then saying that my dream is always to be a filmmaker.
So there's no age limit to go to your school?
No, there's no age limit. No, you can come.
There's not an I want to learn to be an actor.
Yeah, you should.
I always wanted to be an actress. That was my thing when I was younger, to be an actress.
Well, you can still do it.
But I take it a bit in the sense of, like you're saying, just the fact that I sit here, the persona that I need to be in order to listen to somebody else isn't my natural stance. So there's a lot to it.
Yes.
So it's nice to see that, regardless of what you do, having that education and that confidence, and knowing how to improvise.
Definitely.
I think it's just fundamental for whatever you do. We're all actors in some form, whether it's going for an interview or
Yeah, exactly. And there's also like, I mean, I say this to some of the students that maybe don't want to go into acting, but they're just doing it for fun. That, you know, if you think about like Warren Buffett or these very influential businessmen, if you watch his documentary, he specifies that he's got one certificate in his office, not his university degree or anything else. It's his public speaking and acting 6-week program. And he said that that program is, if he hadn't done that program, he wouldn't be where he is today, because he has to speak to so many people, he has to build confidence, he has to know how to engage with people and how to influence. So I think that there's so much more to it, I think, than just, you know, being a actor and wanting to be famous for
Exactly,
like
and I don't think a lot of
Yeah.
people realise when they say want to be famous what it entails.
Yeah.
There's a lot to it, but it's nice that at your school they can learn this. But also nice
Yeah.
is that you are now in a starring role, basically, in one of the films that is presented at the Marbella Film Festival next month.
Yes.
So tell us a bit about that, because I know you do
Yeah.
collaborate a lot with the Marbella Film Festival.
Yeah, I do.
But tell us a bit about specifically Room 4D.
Yes. Room 4D, actually the producer is one of the dads of 2 kids that came to our school. And he said, you know, I want to make a movie, I want to produce a film, I want to become an actor. So I helped him kind of put stuff together, also with the casting. And my suggestion was, why don't we do a live casting as part of the class? So the director came in with Frankie, who is the film producer, to basically audition everybody, you know, and we auditioned everybody on live in the class. Everybody was filmed, and we watched everybody back on a big screen. And yeah, and then all of a sudden it just, you know, he picked basically everybody from the class. Every single person had a little role. So, you know,
That's really nice.
It's really nice, you know, even if it was just a small role where they were like a bartender, or, you know, a girl that's, you know, comes and has a few lines.
But it's inclusive. It makes everybody, no one was left out.
Not one person
I
was
like
left out.
Frankie.
Yeah, I love it. And we had, you know, even the kids, even the mums. Sometimes it's just the mums are dropping the kids off. We're like, right, we've got a role for you. I'm like, oh no, I'm not an actor. I'm like, but you're perfect for this role, you know? So sometimes it just kind of, we try to kind of make it into, it was very much like a family environment. And that's, yeah,
How
that
long
was
did
really
it take
lovely.
to make?
I think we started just after COVID, June, I think it was. I'm not so great with dates, so you might have to ask him. But yeah, he was, I think just after COVID, we started filming as soon as we were allowed to, and then now they're, yeah.
And now it's happening.
Now there's a premiere. It's in the festival, and it's our main actress, actress that was in our adults class. She got picked, and she's up for the Best Actress award. I hope she wins it.
Well, the nice thing is that if anyone wants to go, they should get their tickets for the award ceremony, and also for the cinemas, because everything, all the movies that are selected, they get played and everyone can vote. And I think it's a fun thing. It's going on for 17 years now, the Marbella Film Festival.
Yes.
Which, Mac, chapeau, anything that continues for that amount of time in a holiday resort such as this deserves mention, and should be in line now with all the different film festivals of Cannes and all the other ones, Venice. It should be recognised and up there.
Yeah.
So exciting for you also being in a movie. The school's doing well.
Yes, it is.
When do you start your school year, or can people just join in when they feel like it?
We already started the school year last week, so we do it in terms. So now the terms are fully booked already, and now we're going to start doing some Christmas programs. We did summer programs, like a week program, where students come from different places all over the world to do that class, to do a week of classes.
So you organise where they can stay, and you handle all that?
We don't organise where they stay. It's just a week program in the summer from 6 to 8 in the evening, because it's so hot.
But how nice are people, if they're coming on holiday, to be able to give the kids that little bit of experience of something different to do?
Yes, and it's more like they come here. There's, you know, this whole retreat kind of culture of, you know, yoga retreats and people going on sports retreats. This is kind of like an acting retreat. So you come to Marbella, you do your acting course, you create a show reel, we film everything, you get something out of it, and then afterwards you can showcase what you've done to
Great for the
agencies.
curriculum, but I think above all, great for that confidence. And I think
Yes.
any student who
Yeah.
can get involved, particularly in the summer or in
Yeah.
the Christmas
Yeah.
camps, just to get that familiarity, being in front of a camera,
Yeah.
presenting yourself correctly, and it's one thing you've got under the belt.
Yes, exactly. And also when we film everything and you watch it back, it's very confrontational because you see it and you're like, oh, I come across a little bit arrogant, or I come across a little bit stiff or nervous. So how do I work on that? And they slowly every week start to get better and better, hopefully.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Absolutely delighted to
Thank
have you on
you.
the show, and happy to be seeing you again. Best of luck with the movie.
Thank you
And
so much.
continued success with the Marbella Film School.
Thank
Well, that's
you.
it for the moment, but don't go away, because actually later on in the programme, we've got Frankie Lancaster on the show, also part of Room 4D, written by Tony Bianchi, who's been on the programme as well. So exciting, but don't go away, back in a minute with something quite exciting.